As you all know, I lost my family a little while ago, my daughter and my grandson, aged 9. May they rest in peace. Yet I am here tonight to keep a promise. Almost 14 years ago, you elected me to the first of 2 terms as your governor. I came with a promise to uphold the laws of the state of Texas and serve our citizens with honor and integrity. Then, almost 6 years ago, I went to Washington, D.C. to serve as your senator with your blessing. I went with the promise to serve our citizens, to protect the Constitution, and defend the Bill of Rights. As Texans, we've always held to the values of small government, the freedom to live and work at our choosing, and to worship Jesus Christ in all his glory. In Washington, it's my job to enact laws to better American lives and live by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. The Second Amendment to that Bill of Rights is why we are all here tonight. Our Second Amendment says that we have the right to bear arms. It says we have a right to protect ourselves and our families from harm and criminal intent. And it says we have a right to defend ourselves against an oppressive government who wishes to take away those freedoms. But this is what it doesn't say. It doesn't say that we have the right to shoot and kill our families, our children, and our fellow citizens at the expense of the 6th commandment. In our Holy Bible, God states in his 10 commandments, "Thou shalt not kill." Seemingly, our Second Amendment may defy God's law. Our Second Amendment implies that in some circumstances, it may be okay to play God, that we get to decide who lives and who dies. Yet we are a Christian nation, are we not? As Christians, we are told to hold sacred the 10 commandments, which are the foundation of our faith in God. But I ask each of us tonight, as good Christians, do we allow our Second Amendment to take precedence over the 6th commandment? In the course of my life in government, we in the NRA have learned to use the word of Christ in order to pass the hat and fill our coffers in the name of guns. Yes, there's money in guns, folks, and don't we know it? Many years ago, this formidable assembly formed a lobby to protect the rights of homeowners and hunters by preserving the right to bear arms. Our NRA was set up to teach people how to be better marksmen and preached gun safety to everyone from 9 to 99. Yet over the years, and especially since 9/11, our country has changed. We have changed. The NRA has changed. We have devolved into a state of fear, and nobody has sold that fear to our American people better than us. Today, in America, fear sells guns, and where there is fear, there is evil. As a loyal, gun-owning American Christian, I ask that we listen to ourselves closely tonight. Do we have a conscience? Beyond selling guns, do we care about the value of American lives, who lives and who dies, and at whose hands? We all bark about fighting government oppression as we stomp around with our guns strapped across our chests, over our shoulders, around our waists, and in our pockets. Look around this arena tonight and see for yourselves. Since when did this irrational fear of our government fill you with such dread? My God, friends, we are the United States of America, the greatest model of freedom and justice this world has ever seen. Do we really think that we can take on our vaunted military with our AR-15s, AK-47s, and Sig Sauers? Look at the havoc and mayhem we wreak in the name of fear. Look at the evil we have wrought in the name of God. Look closely as our guns have rained down a hail of bullets on our country music fans in Las Vegas, our club goers in Orlando, the students at Virginia Tech. Can we see the bloodied faces and the strewn bodies of the sweet and innocent children of Sandy Hook? How about the lunchgoers in San Bernardino, or our very own soldiers right here in Fort Hood? And now this, the worst of all tragedies at my First Baptist Church of Round Rock that took the lives of my daughter my grandson, and 24 other innocents. In the name of God, who defends them? Us? A good man with a gun kills a bad man with a gun, but only after the bad man has killed so many more. And what do we choose to do? Nothing. The great philosopher Edmund Burke once said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." I ask, are we good men in this body tonight? Or will we do nothing, as we have always done nothing? Thoughts and prayers. They are empty tropes as we bury our heads in the sand and the souls of our loved ones in their graves. For the last 6 years, I have represented our great state of Texas in Congress, and I have done everything asked of me in the name of freedom, our flag, and the Constitution of the United States. But tonight, I stand before you as a proud American and a Christian man of God to declare, "Thou shalt not kill." So tonight, in the name of God, I renounce my membership in the National Rifle Association. Tonight, I will work to bring in your guns and to repeal and replace the Second Amendment. Tonight, in the name of God and the Sixth Commandment, I am saved. In the name of God, may He have mercy on our souls tonight. Good night, and may God bless America.
Far